My name is Anya. I am 22 years old and I live with my mother and my older sister, Ritika. My father passed away when I was only 10 years old. Since then, Ritika has taken care of me like a second mother. She is kind, smart, and very strong. She always protects me. We share everything, our pain, our joy, and even our secrets. I trust Ritika more than anyone in the world. She is not just my sister, she is my hero. Ritika works as a history lecturer at the same university I go to. She walks fast, dresses neatly, and speaks with so much confidence. Everyone respects her. I feel so proud of her. She always listens when I feel sad. She knows how to make me smile. With her, I feel safe. Ritika is married to a man named Karan. He also teaches at our university. He is calm, speaks softly, and always wears a simple brown watch. People say, Karan is such a kind man. When Ritika and Karan walk together, they look like the perfect couple. They smile, talk quietly, and seem very much in love. Ritika married him because she really loved him and trusted him with all her heart. But something didn't feel right to me. Karan sometimes looked at me in a way that made me feel very uncomfortable. I would ignore it and tell myself, maybe I'm overthinking. But my heart said something was wrong. One evening, I was sitting on my bed when my phone buzzed. It was a message from Karan. You looked beautiful today. I can't stop thinking about you. I was shocked. I thought maybe he sent it by mistake. I didn't reply, but soon another message came. Let's go out for dinner. I know you feel the same, Anya. My hands started shaking. I was scared. I stayed quiet. The next day, he waited for me outside my classroom. He said softly, You are special, Anya. I walked away. He started sending flowers. He began standing near my car. He followed me around campus. You're young, beautiful. I don't want just one moment with you. I want forever. I ran to the bathroom and cried. I couldn't believe what was happening. I loved Ritika so much. She raised me, supported me, gave me everything. How could I ever hurt her? But Karan didn't stop. He cornered me one day and said, You have to love me. I don't care if you're her sister. I felt sick. I was scared and broken inside. Finally, I decided to tell Ritika the truth. I was terrified. What if she didn't believe me? What if I lost her forever? I went to her house, ready to speak. But before I could say anything, she smiled and said, Karan and I are doing IVF. I hope I become a mom soon. My mouth stayed shut. I couldn't say anything. I didn't want to break her heart. So I stayed quiet. I carried the pain inside me. One evening, I was alone at home. Mom went out to the market. Suddenly, I heard a knock on the door. I opened it and saw Karan. I asked, Why are you here? He said, I came to love you, Anya. He looked at me from head to toe and said, I love you. You are beautiful. I'm proud of you. Come to me. I was frozen. My hands trembled. I shouted, "Get out!" He tried to touch my hand. I screamed louder, "Leave, or I'll call the police." He finally left. I locked the door and cried for hours. That night, I couldn't sleep. My heart was in pain. I knew I had to tell Ritika. Next morning, I went to her house. "Ritika," I said, "I have to tell you something. Last night, Karan came to our house. Mom wasn't there. He said he loves me. He tried to touch me." Her face changed. Her eyes became red. "Stop lying," she shouted. "You are jealous. You want to break my marriage." "No," I cried. "I've been silent for so long, but I can't stay quiet anymore. You're not my sister. You're a liar," she screamed. She slapped me hard. My heart broke. Then she said the words that crushed me. "You are dead to me." I couldn't breathe. She opened the door and said, "Get out, never come back." I stood outside crying. My phone rang. It was my mom. She was angry. "What did you do, Anya?" "Ritika is crying. Karan told us you are trying to ruin their marriage." I tried to explain. "Mom, he's lying." I stayed silent because I was scared. But she didn't listen. She hung up. I was alone. No one believed me. Not my sister. Not my mom. I stopped going to class. I stopped eating. I cried at night and looked in the mirror asking, "Did I do something wrong?" But deep in my heart, I knew I told the truth. One night, I wiped my tears and said, "No more silence." I collected all the messages Karan had sent me. I took screenshots. I printed them out. Every message, every flower photo, every detail. Next morning, I went to the university office. "I need help," I said. "Karan is not who you think he is. Please read this." They took the papers and read silently. After some time, one staff member looked at me and said, "This is serious. We will investigate." 2 days later, they called me back. "We believe you. Thank you for speaking the truth. You were brave." They called Ritika too. They showed her all the proof. She read every message. She saw the photos. Her face turned pale. Her hands shook. He told me she was lying. He told me she wanted him. Oh my God, I was wrong. She cried and said, "Anya, I'm sorry. I didn't believe you. I hurt you. I slapped you." One night, Ritika came to my room with my old teddy bear. Her eyes were red. I found his old phone. I saw the messages. "Please forgive me. I blamed you." But it was him. I cried too. We hugged. I said, "I love you, Ritika. You're like my mom." I could never feel anything for him. I stayed silent because I didn't want to hurt you. We cried together. Ritika left Karan. She filed for divorce. In court, she said, "You betrayed me. You tried to take my sister. I will never forgive you." Karan stood quietly. He had no words. Weeks passed. Ritika was quiet for some time. She would sit near the window with tea in her hand, staring outside. I stayed by her side. Slowly, Her smile came back. Then something changed. She met someone new. His name was Anil. He was a school teacher, gentle, kind, respectful. He listened to her. He made her feel safe. They started meeting more. They laughed. They shared stories. A few months later, they got married. This time it felt real. Anil respected Ritika. He respected me. He brought sweets for our mom. He helped me with my writing. But most importantly, he made Ritika smile again. Now we are happy. We cook together. We dance in the kitchen. We sit under the stars and talk for hours. We are stronger than before. Sometimes the people we love hurt us the most, but the truth always comes out. And when it does, it gives you freedom. If you are going through something like this, don't stay silent. Speak up. You are not alone. You are strong. You are brave. And you deserve peace. Now Ritika sleeps well. She walks with confidence. And I'm smiling again too. We are a small family, but we are full of love, courage, and truth. And if you're listening this, remember, you are not what happened to you. You are more. You are light. You are hope. One day, you will smile again. If you like this story, please like, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting stories.